Hey guys, Ken770171 back with another ATS video. Doing a more normal haul this time. We are in a box trailer. It's 38,000 pounds going from Austin, Texas to Hutchinson, Kansas. Right up the I-35. Pays $21,000. Not a lot, but wanted to see what a regular box trailer would do with this new engine we just got. We'll see if it's any more efficient than what we had before. Regardless, it hauled that heavy load really well, so it seems like a good match. The DD16, I did look into this a little bit. The DD16 is their big boy engine. You get the DD13, DD15, and the DD16. It's 15.7 liters or something like that. Generally used for heavy haul. It can go up to, I think, 600 horsepower. It's the biggest of the ones that they make in the Detroit's lineup. So it would be an engine that you could probably put in this truck. I doubt it would be in this truck. It'd probably be a DD15. But it is a valid engine, and I'm sure it could be optioned. So regardless, it's what was available as far as the right horsepower range for what we wanted to do with the engines that were available to us. So it's what we're going with. As we found out in the last video, it sounds better. It's got more of a natural engine sound. Turbo noise is a bit more subdued. So figure we'll do at least this load, maybe one more in this, and then it'll be off to buy another truck again. Seems like that's happening faster and faster, because it is. As we hire drivers and get more money faster, we're able to upgrade sooner and pass this truck on to the next company driver. Although we might want to play with it a little bit more. I do like this truck. And then eventually we have a few more trucks to go. The Volvo will be next. Kind of curious to see how that goes. All right, let's get to it, guys. Already reset the trip. However, I do need to stop for fuel because I forgot to get fuel on the way in. And I don't think there's anything here. Oh, I really wish there was something, but that's too far in and that's too far out. We're down to about a quarter of a tank. We should be able to get there. I really wish there was... There's a fuel stop right here. It's just on the other side of the highway. Well, dang it, that sucks. Usually I try to take care of that before I head out, and I just forgot. We do not have that many miles. I doubt we can make it all the way up here on what we have. So, unfortunately, we are going to have to do that.
Time to get the job done.
I prefer to get the fuel and then just go straight on so it doesn't affect our fuel economy numbers. I'd really like to see what the trip fuel economy costs. We're still in automatic mode, as we found out last time. This transmission does seem to shift properly and at the right RPM. You can see it's really smooth shifting at light throttle.
Get ready to turn right.
I'll tell you what, though. One thing we never did correctly, obviously,
turn right,
is adjust the mirror over here. It is way too far out. I don't know that we've ever had a box trailer. That'll work. Convex is adjusted correctly. And the right seems okay. Let's see here. No, that's just... We can see... It's actually... Kind of wish that mirror was out a little bit more to get a better angle on the trailer. You're really seeing... What you're seeing is the front leading edge of the trailer there, not... So that's fine. Alright, guys. I actually used a trick, and maybe when we finish this next journey I'll show you. You can fly through the air. Let me turn the volume.
To turn right.
turn the volume down just a little bit on the audio there, guys.
Turn right.
There's a trick to basically flying. Its purpose is so that you can get external views and walk around your truck and get some good views. But what you can do is hit 0, which is the external view. It actually drops you directly under your truck, which is kind of weird. You can then fly around wherever you want to, put your camera view right close to the ground again, and hit Control F9, and it'll drop your truck right there. So let's say you got about a 30-mile drive to your next
roundabout, take the first exit.
To your next pickup point, and maybe you don't actually want to drive it. You can
exit now.
You can set the navigation, and then just follow the map, flying through the air. Drop
left,
yourself
and then turn left.
Close to the destination. Drop yourself on the ground, and you're right there. It's a little bit of a cheat.
Turn left.
But sometimes we're going to go, guys, because that's a green light, and there's nobody over there. It's a little bit of a cheat, but you know, sometimes the next pickup location is not near a place where you can quick travel
Keep
to.
right, and then turn right.
And it's a handy way to get that extra 20 miles or 30 miles that you need without wasting time. It's especially useful. Like this load here was going to expire in about 20 minutes. Probably I could not have driven to it in time. Man, that digital side mirror keeps fucking with it. I keep looking at it. You know what I need to do? I need to put that back up there. That hides it. It's just freaking annoying. I keep looking at that thing thinking it's that mirror. I don't really need it. Because, you know, the mirror's right there. It's a pretty good view, but it's fucking annoying. Oh, sorry, guy. I intruded into his lane a little bit.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Yeah, it's a neat trick I saw. You do have to go into your settings and enable developer mode and enable the console, and then you hit tilde. If you hit the tilde and you can get the console up, then you've got that enabled.
Keep left, and then exit left. Exit left. Keep left.
Yeah, so that's a handy trick. What I don't know if you could cheat, and after you pick up the loaded trailer, could fly to your destination. That I don't know. Haven't done that. That's definitely cheating. But it might be another way to make some fast money. I mean, really, it's all kind of cheating in some way or another, you know. Getting yourself rapidly to your next pickup spot is also sort of cheating.
Keep right, and then exit right.
One thing I don't like is the engine brake sounds like shit.
Exit right.
It just seems really loud. Green light.
Go straight on, and then keep left.
Oh my god, guys.
Keep left, and then turn left.
God. Go. You fucking moron.
Turn left.
Get the fuck out of the way. Fucking AI traffic again. Like, the light was green, thought they were gonna go. And it's totally my fault. You know, people do weird things you don't expect. And this thing still requires too much brake pressure for the results. It's better than it was, but it's still not. Where the fuck is the fuel aisle for trucks? It's probably down here. It still isn't right. Like, there was more than enough room just to stop there in a real truck. You could have stopped, but
turn right.
I had my foot down as hard as it would go, and it wouldn't. It kind of makes me wonder if the pedals are starting to get a little. What the fuck? The pedals are starting to get a little messed up. One of the behavior that it has is one of the things that led me to curious. Let's see what we weigh. The scale was right behind us there. No, that's not gonna work. Should have just... I didn't think about it until I was already over this way. We wouldn't have been able to get up onto the scale to get to the icon. This is...
Reroute.
70,000. So we're definitely not that heavy.
Turn right. Then turn left. Turn left.
Yeah, I don't know. You really got to press hard on the brake. I mean, I got to hold the wheel and press. Otherwise, the whole rig here will shift away from me. Really looking forward to having some extra spare cash and get the Moza wheel with the shifters, maybe get the shifter too, I don't know. I'll order the clutch thing just in case. It'd be cool to have a real shifter. I just don't know that I'm going to have enough room right here to have all that stuff. And I might have to have like a dedicated gaming room. I have a spare room, but it's a spare bedroom, and then the TV's in there. I'd have to move everything. I don't know. Oh, come on. I really like this TV that I'm using. But I have also considered looking to see, could I get 3 1440p smaller screens and do the surround look that way and not worry about the head tracking anymore. I might look into that too. Then you have to have a dedicated gaming room. You know, this is my living room. I can move things around. I can shift this out of the way, use the TV, sit in the recliner. This can go out of the way there. this gives me flexible use space. If I make a dedicated gaming room, there really isn't. It's a really small bedroom. It really has to be one or the other.
Keep left.
So I need to price that out. Like, what would 3, 50-inch TVs, or whatever would be a good price. If you're going to sit closer to them, then they don't need to be quite as large. We're just going to run 75. We'll run the speed limit. One thing I don't like about this truck's trip meter there is it shows us the average MPG, 5.5 right there, but the instantaneous is just a bar that runs across, not an actual number. I really like having the number, because if you're rolling straight and flat, you can see, oh, right now I'm getting 9 point something, so you should trend up to that number overall. Having a gauge doesn't really give you any detail. It's a small annoyance, it's not, and it might even, no, that's the average. Speed, gauges, useless, nothing. Okay, so there's no way to get to it. It just ends up being a ton of money to spend to play a game.
Keep left.
I got the wheel and the pedals and everything pretty inexpensively used on Facebook Marketplace. But if I was going to do what I'm talking about, I'd have to get like an L-shaped desk. Probably sit in the corner of it, put the monitors to the side and the flat one across the V there, so I don't know. I'll have to look into it and see. I think the Moza would actually mount to this thing here. This can all come off of here, so that might work, and I might be able to fabricate something for a shifter. Have to see. The shifter is not as important to me. I drove a real semi. None of the gaming shifters are going to feel authentic to me. The one thing I do like about this, having the paddles, is I can go manual mode pretty easily. There are some other shifters that you can set them to be just, like quick shifter up down, which would work in place of this. It lets you go through the gears manually. But using the clutch, none of that's going to feel realistic to me, having come from a real truck. So I don't know that I want to really get into that.
Keep left.
Part of me wants to put a 60 series Detroit in here, but I think we'll wait. If we want to play around with like lots of different cool engines, the truck to do that in really is the W900 or Peterbilt 389 Peterbilt. Especially the W900. I like that truck a lot, and it over its since the 1960s life, just about every possible engine you can imagine has ever been used in a W900. So you can legitimately, you know, granted it might be a new W900. Oh shit. God damn. That came up on me pretty quickly there, guys. You can legitimately put whatever engine you want. You want to put a big cam, Cummins big cam in it, or some kind of old school Caterpillar, or a two-stroke Detroit. I mean, you could put pretty much any engine you want in that truck, and it would be realistic. So I'm kind of leaning towards just waiting until we get to that point. We don't have that far to go. The next truck is the Volvo, and then probably do a W900. I think that's the last of the trucks. And we could do a day cab W900 with 3 axles, you know, for heavy haul. We could do some cool shit with that truck if we want to. There's that car hanging in the middle. I swear to God, the last time we did that, it was yellow. That the car was yellow. I'm pretty sure it was a yellow Mustang, and that time it's a red Mustang. Unless there's 2 different ones of those in the game. Still never have gone back and re-looked at the video to see what we ran into on the highway that time. Dark, so it's quite possible we won't even be able to see what it was. Come on, dude. What are you doing? Okay, I'm not gonna pull in because we already know. And why the fuck are you slowing down? God. Why are you over there? We're not gonna stop because we already weighed and it doesn't matter. Look at this dumb fuck. And then this guy's gonna fucking slow down again. There's a crash or some kind of problem right here. It's always at the on-ramp and off-ramps that this kind of shit is happening now. I don't know what the hell it is or why. It's really gotten bad since the most recent update. This is a very big displacement engine, so we're seeing about 7 miles a gallon. We still, I think, got the best fuel economy with the original engine and automatic transmission, pulling way too many RPMs. So I don't really understand that. Torque output's about the same in this, so I don't really understand. But, you know, it's a game. It's not perfect. And at some point, you stop worrying about fuel economy. It's not that important in the game as it is in real life. And at least at this point, the one truck that is completely stock in the game is that International LT with the automated transmission. It's by far the most efficient out-of-the-box truck, followed by the T680 with the X15 efficiency engine. That's also quite very efficient, but not as powerful. So as of right now, the LT is king of the trucks in stock form, and ChatGPT says that that's kind of a known issue, and that it's also not realistic. That it pulls better in the game than it would in real life, which, you know, kind of figured would be the case, but yeah. Oh well. Ultimately, it's a game, and it's about enjoying driving around. Haven't driven the Volvo in a long time in the game, so that'll be kind of interesting. And I'm really interested to see what the Volvo engines, how they handle, how they do. I'll have to research a little bit, like what engine is common, you know, in the 450 horsepower range, and what transmission. And we'll start with that. I have no idea. Yeah, maybe I'll love it. I don't know. I didn't the last time. That's my memory of it, though. So, I don't know. But, you know, the truck could have changed. Maybe there's been an update that I'm not aware of. Don't know. And speed limit 70. We're going to get over here. Yeah, I mean, this is not realistic. 7 miles per gallon. We were averaging 6.5, pulling that 88,000 pound flatbed multi-axle. So this is definitely something not quite right. Do we need the right lane? I think we do.
Keep right.
For some reason, I was not expecting to go 40 east. East to 35 north again? Yeah, okay. I was thinking we were taking 35 all the way up. The other option would be to, I don't think I saw one, but it might be interested to see if there's a DD13 in that steel group, wherever this engine came from. See if there's a DD13 in there that's in the same 450 horse range. That might be an alternative. I think I looked, and that's why I picked this one, because it was really the only one that fit well. I don't know. I think it was the newest engine is why. It was a 2024 model. Maybe that's why. I don't remember. I did look. I was just looking at horsepower and torque. and model year to try to correlate it with a new truck and a new engine. And there's been a lot of cloudy, gray days lately in the game. One problem I hadn't thought about until just now is if you had 3 monitors, how would you stream? I don't think you can do that. And that's a problem. Yeah. I would still like to find a better head tracking option. This works well, but I'm just not super duper happy with it. It's a little, I don't know. One of these days I might have to upgrade to that Toby 2 or one of the other. There's a hat tracker. There's a bunch of different ones that use IR tracking that don't need the lights turned on, which would be nice. Because it does make it difficult, like right now at dusk. I've got a lot of lights on in the to light up my face for the head tracking, as I've said about 50 times. It does make it difficult to see the screen at night. I don't have it shining right on the screen, but the ambient light in the room, I'd rather play in the dark. And could do that with Toby head tracker. So that's on the list too. Been around a long time. It's kind of old tech. There's some other alternatives that are around. I don't know. It's not Toby though. One of them is designed to mount to the bottom of the screen, and it needs to be close to you, which would not work. Although maybe I could mount it to that thing somehow. Not totally sure. One, you wear a thing on your head with some points, and the receiver sees those. I'll have to look into that and see. You know, this works. Please pull in for a vehicle inspection. Yeah, okay. This works like 90%. It's just occasionally it does weird shit. I don't even know that the Toby or the alternative would be track hat or whatever. I don't even know that it would have a better response time. I really don't know. I-35 through Kansas here. To love driving up through this area. Alright, dude. Let's just merge on the highway without even... If you don't get out of the way there, they will hit you. Alright, guys, gotta scratch my nose. Damn.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Yeah, I loved coming up through Kansas in real life.
Exit right.
Oh my god. For some reason, it didn't look that sharp. on, dude. You don't have to fucking go that slow. Go. Dumb fuck. You get passed by a semi. It's a fucking clue. And then they fucking accelerate. Real life for you right there. People do that shit all the time. Merge, get on the highway, and then pokety, 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 and then, oh, then they finally decide, you know, half a mile down the road to actually fucking accelerate. Exit off at the last second. Merge at the last second. They follow all the way to the right lane, and then when the lane finally dives over, they just follow that right lane. See that shit all the time in real life. Speed limit says 60. Maybe we'll drop it back down to 65. Now we're up to 7.2.
Keep left.
Once we get through all the, you know, OE trucks here, I might try to bring in some of the mod trucks. I don't have them enabled right now because I don't even know if they work or if they've been fixed.
Keep left, and then exit left. Exit left.
Been a while since we did Euro Truck Simulator 2. I tend to go in spurts of each one. The problem is going back and forth between those two games is kind of difficult. The roadway systems are so different. The trucks behave so different from each other. You know, it's not easy to go between the two. Especially going from ATS over to ETS. Get used to the big open highways and hauling ass, and then Euro Truck Simulator you just can't. And it takes you forever to go anywhere. Like, oh, it's only 200 miles, that won't take very long. Yeah. Mr. Popo sitting in the middle of the road. We need the right lane.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right. Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Oh, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Then he's gonna fucking go. Kind of wonder why the hell that guy got off the highway if he's going straight across. He must have exited and then went right back up on. Unless there's a service road over there, maybe. I don't know. place to sleep right there too. So we can drop this off and then I'll...
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Kind of wish they would change those markers, like spread them out a little bit more. You still want them to be visible, but the problem is
Get ready to turn right.
they block. A lot of times you can't see the oncoming cars.
Turn right, and then turn left.
What's in here?
Turn left.
Well, that gate opened rapidly.
Here we are, safe and sound.
90 XP. Ah, straight ahead there. Let's get a lay of the land a little bit. Probably can go through, if it'll let us, and it may not let us go in here. You got to be a little careful. Sometimes when you get to a parking lot right there, it actually doesn't exist in the map. I have to watch out for that stairs. And this thing's in the way, of course. Like, why you couldn't have put me in another dock at, like, one of those, you know, who fucking knows? Shit like that does happen in real life. I need you in that dock over there when there's like 18 of them right there. We're gonna have to be careful when we back up because we... Just gotta work it around the box right here. No, you gotta watch that because you'll trigger the... Even though you didn't hit it, you can trigger the barrier. It'll think you hit it. Overcorrected. See how far off we are. Bring it left. Bring it right. Bring it back left. And then you've walked yourself over a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. it's really not, but... It's one of the fun parts, actually, for me. It can be a little exasperating in the game sometimes, but trying to get it centered well helps if you put it in gear. And sometimes doing this from inside the truck is actually easier because you can see in both mirrors back and forth that you're square. Finish the delivery. Yes, I know. So now we're more centered in that door, which would be helpful. If you were all the way to the side, it'd make it more difficult for the fork truck to get in and out. You know? So those are things you would do in real life. Okay. So, let me show you how to quick travel. So, we came... There's a spot there. We could do that one. It's probably a dealer. So why don't we do that? Because we've never been there. That's gonna be a truck dealer probably. Because I do see the repair symbol there. Maybe it's one we haven't been to yet. So let's do that. We will do that. And then we can follow the nav to the location. There's also fuel here and here, so we're close. And then I'll show you what the sleep brake looks like, which I've showed you before, I think.
Time to hit the road.
Now, I'm just going to pull away a little bit. But you probably want to be in neutral with the parking brake on. And then you got to use your keyboard for this. You hit 0, which puts you under the truck. And then 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, those move you around. So that moves you forward, 5 moves you back, 9 moves you up, 6 and 4 and 6 move you left and right, 5 back, forward. So that's how that works. And then you can use the mouse to change your up and down angle. So you want to kind of keep it, let's say you're just going to go forward. You can go like this. And scrolling the mouse scroll wheel determines how fast you move. So if you scroll it back, you go really slow. So a lot of guys use these for panoramic shots. So you're like, oh, look at the parking lot. That kind of thing. You'll get these panning views. That's how they do that. So, easy way is just to follow the nav, follow the road. It's a little harder to do at night. Now, I think it's actually directly in front of us, but we're just going to follow the road. We're way high at that point because you do angle up and down when you kind of use your mouse. And it draws the screen in too as you go. So there's stuff off in the distance, but not everything draws in. Probably depends on how you have your computer set up. So it is a dealer, and it's a Freightliner dealer, so we've already been there. And you want to, this is going to be difficult because it's dark. So maybe we want to go someplace where it's a little more lit. Like maybe just go to this intersection right here. You want to make sure you're not under the ground when you do this. You don't want to be too high because you'll drop the thing on the ground. That's probably too high. And then up and down, I forget which one it is. That's up and down. And again, scroll wheel controls how fast. I don't know if they stay independent of each other. They don't. So that's about right. Move it to the left a little. And then to bring yourself to where your view is, you hit Control F9.
Okay, let's find a new
And there's
route.
the truck. And that was way too high, obviously. You saw how the truck fell.
Turn right.
You don't want to do that because you could damage the cargo or damage your truck if you had damage turned on, which we don't. And now you're back in your truck. And I think... the only reason I did this is I couldn't see where the ground was to get close to the ground. And then I still dropped the damn truck.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Look how dim those taillights
Turn
are.
right.
It's so weird. Might be worth it to cheat and try to Google, like, where is the nearest Peterbilt dealer.
It's all over now.
So let's just take a look at our truck and see if there's any services that need to be done. And we're at 5% on the tires, so let's go ahead and do that. And then we also want to take a look at our money. So we're at $186,000. Also, what you can do is you can take a look. If you're trying to get some extra cash together, you can look at the driver manager. Take a look at your driver. He's about to finish that in 7 hours. So that, if we do a 10-hour break, that one should complete, and we'll see him. I wish I told you what the dollar amount was for each load. That guy in 10 hours, so it might finish. And this one in 8 hours, so that one will finish also. So when we do the sleep break, at least the first one, we should see at least two drivers complete loads. Brake, put it neutral, turn the engine off, and then you hit enter. And then it sees the income Merrick T and income Gertrude. The other one is probably a little too far off. It's now 9 a.m. Let's go ahead and do another sleep break. We should get the third load completed from the other driver. There we go. Let's go ahead. You can do 3, and then it'll tell you you're not tired anymore. And we're early morning, which is where we would want to be probably to do another trip. And actually, Gertruda did another load for us, a short one. So now we're at $206,000. So if we wanted to, we could go buy that Volvo and have plenty of money to keep going. And we might just do that. Take a look. I'm kind of inclined. I need to take a break for a minute, use the restroom. So what I'll probably do is end the stream here, and then I'll start a new stream where we go and build that Volvo and maybe take it on a first load. So I think that'll be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Showed you how to do a couple of things. We still haven't gotten to take one of these Bobcat cargo packs. Transport tough range. Really strange. Okay. Cause it's a range of authentic haulable cargoes, along with stylish Bobcat accessories to customize your truck cabin. Okay. So like Bobcat bobbleheads or something. But we haven't done one of those yet. I wonder what's required. I may look into that too. I think you might have to have your own flatbed. I think it's got to be your own trailer, which we'll eventually do that too. And once we go through all of the trucks that we want to build, we might then start playing with different trailers There's a bunch of different trailers you can buy. You know, vans, flatbeds, low boys, all kinds of cool shit. Tankers, hoppers. There's a bunch of stuff. Maybe we can do that too. But anyway, that'll be it for this, guys. You guys have a good one and be safe out there. Hope you enjoyed the video.